If I say anywhere in this vlog, if I say the word anyway or anyhow, it's leading to something that I'm about to say. I try to delete them just like I tried to delete my ums, but it's one of my worst words. And I found out that that is a click off because people think the video is done. And it's a bad habit. So I try to delete them, but if I don't, please stick with me until I say the end. Because I've had one of those days. Sunday's supposed to be a day of rest and thinking about our Lord, and I really didn't do either, not like I should. I confess that, and I know He forgives me, but this is what happened. I thought I lost my ability to use my computer. That is panic time. And I'll be back in a minute. By the way, hello, how are you? If you want to stress out a vlogger, a writer, anybody like that, somebody who does documents, take away the E, D, and C keys on the computer. Or just take away the computer, because that's what it does. It just basically, I couldn't even log in to the first screen. And on this kind of computer, it's not an option. You have to log in. It's a password protect. Unless I go in as administrator and tell it not to, but I don't want to do that. Otherwise, my grandkids would be on here playing their downloading games and all that. I've got tablets they can play with. First, the last several days, I've been having trouble with the D, the E, and the C keys. Press them, nothing happens. I was not able to even log in. Thank goodness for Google on the phone. I was able to Google and ask it, how do I get into my computer when I can't use the keyboard? Well, it was a very simple answer. Open the virtual keyboard. I didn't know it was available on the original screen, unless it was set up for handicap or something. I mean, I knew it was there, but not on that login screen. It is. If you ever need it, it's right there. There's an accessibility button down at the bottom, and I paid no attention to it all this time. Never thought about it. So then I go into Control Panel, and yes, I had tried to use Control Panel to fix the keys, fixed them for a very short time, and then they were dying. I don't know, it let them work for a minute or two, and then that was it. So, I'm finally into the computer. However, I'm scared to death because I have the majority of a book completed, inserted into the template. But I have about 3 or 4 chapters left with some polishing to be finished up yet. I have to fill in a whole table of contents, all of that, and it's all on this computer. Now, I had backed up before, but I've done more work since. So, I spent a lot of time backing up all these videos, backing up all those chapters, I hope, because I don't want to go through this again. And I was like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Joe's like, What's the matter? I said, I've lost my D, E, and C keys. They will not work. I cannot get them to work. I said, I can use them on my virtual keyboard, but that allows me to play my games because I've got my mouse. Once I get my keyboard to log into something, then yeah, I can watch YouTube videos, la-da-da-da-da. But I can't type on any of my documents. I said, I went to the Walmart.com and they have I don't know if they have them in a store, especially I don't know if they have them in our store. He says, we get these things in at work all the time. Joe's not a computer techie person. He doesn't even like them. But he does work in a warehouse where they do deal with them. And I was so relieved. So between him and the lady at the Walmart, he came home with this beautiful, wonderful Logitech, no, not sponsored, keyboard with mouse. Now this is like the old desktop type, which I preferred. Now I will have to relearn it because I've been using this little one on the laptop, but I can press these keys down. They feel like I've done something with them. It's like turning the page on a book and you feel that. I do read ebooks, but there's just something about turning that page. Okay, I'm getting weird. What? No, I'm always weird. In fact, sometimes I have a tendency to use that word almost as bad as one I've been told not to use on this when I'm vlogging anymore. Because it tells people the video's done, you can turn it off. That word is anyway. I say it terribly. So do not turn off if I say that word. It is not the end of the video by any chance. I just have a bad habit of saying it. It's kind of like gets my brain from one jumping spot to the next. Third, I was so wound up and stressed out and so busy with moving things over to the big external hard drive, I forgot to take my medications. And I didn't figure it out till about 4 o'clock this afternoon. And so I did not get my Prilosec type medicine for my stomach. I did not get my sinus medication. So guess what happened there all day? I didn't get my calmer pills. They are prescribed. I am bipolar. I do not abuse them. I didn't get any of that stuff. But okay, when I woke up this morning, I ached everywhere. So that's generally when I ache the most. It's in the mornings. So I took a Soma, it's prescribed, and I don't abuse it. And I took one 500 milligram Tylenol. I try not to take any more of that. If I'm going to take a full dose of something, it's ibuprofen. Now you know a lot of that. My hand is generally cupped to hold all the medications I take in the mornings. When you're old, you got COPD, you're bipolar, blah, 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 blah. But some of the biggest medications are like vitamins. You need those too. Okay. So the medications got forgotten. Joe was going to take care of me with the keyboard. I was working with the virtual keyboard in order to type in addresses, and thank goodness they self-fill to the sites you use a lot. 5, I plop down and take a nap until Joe gets home with my wonderful, wonderful present. Mother's Day came again. I mean, it wasn't like you didn't get me something for Mother's Day, but it came again. I finally settled down, but I had asked him to get me some tapioca. So the sixth thing is the calming down. So there are things that go with that. The relief is part of it. The relief of having all this taken care of. That's part of it. The rest of it is the tummy. And getting that head to settle down. So, you know what? Pursed lip breathing is not only for the COPD or breathing problems, it's not only to help with that positive pressure that helps with that carbon dioxide buildup in the lungs. It helps relieve stress. I learned that a long time ago. They teach you deep breathing when you do that. So it's like, now do you do this with me? I will ask. 5. Any more than that, I might start getting dizzy. So, I hope my stressful day hasn't completely stressed you out. I hope you found it funny, because this is the point where I laugh. Because you have to laugh, or you're just going to keep on crying. And it's fixed. Well, the novel isn't completed yet. It almost, I swear. We love you. Don't forget to smile and wave at people you see, because, hey, it always breeds a much better atmosphere on the whole than going around and I'm having a bad day, don't talk to me. I've been that way. I try not to be, but I still do. I try not to be. Sorry. Smile and wave. Little babies do it this way, but that's okay. My little granddaughter waved at me through a FaceTimer. Well, it was a Facebook deal. That was so sweet. It made my day. My heart jumped. It was yesterday, or the day before. It holds on for a little while. Anyway, good night.